Whose world is this?
Taking over in the landscape of the kicks and copping any bricks off fire you desire. My rock maybe flip. It's easy, you never trip. Get them early, I never miss no bite. But if they hot, make it to the court, they cap. Now welcome to Bobby Sneaker World. Sneaker World, yeah, Bobby Sneaker World. Sneaker World, Sneaker World.
Hey yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Bobby Sneaker World, and I am back with another video. Now y'all can see in the title of this video what we're doing here today. But before we get into what we're doing and what we're looking at, if that big button down below is still red, you're doing it all wrong. Make sure that button is gray. Come over here and join the movement. The goal is still 2,500 subscribers by the end of this year, by January 1st, 2020. I got to give a special shout out to all of my people that watch my videos. It's too many to name and I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'll name one. Just because she was the first person. As soon as I made my last video about my goals, she posted on her IG page, which she obviously did not have to do. Retro Queen 313. Special shout out to you and everybody else that watch my content, man. Whether you new or whether you've been here for a while, that posted on your IG, posted on YouTube to come over and join my movement. That is such a great blessing, and I just think that it's karma, man. If I put good energy out and it comes back to me, man, people want to return that energy back to me. So anyway, I want to thank everybody that continues to support the channel. If you're new, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you get all of the content. But what we are talking about today is my personal top 10 pickups of 2019. I had to knock this out obviously before the year was up. Everything down here lined up at my feet was not, as far as production date, was not from 2019, but it's something that I picked up this year. So mine's gonna be, I mean, a lot of this stuff might be in a lot of people's top 10s, but the order in which mine is, probably not. So let's get into it. All right, y'all, so now let's get straight into it. I'm gonna try my best not to drag this out and make this video too long, but it is what it is. When you're talking about sneakers, you're passionate about it, and you got a list of sneakers to talk about, it can drag out a little bit, especially when you ramble like I do. Anyway, let's get into it. Now, what kind of top 5, top 10, top 20 list would it be if you didn't have honorable mentions? That's what people do on YouTube. So anyway, I'm gonna hurry up and do 2 honorable mentions. My first one is going to be my Asics Confetti, my Gel Light 5s. Bam. This could have made it into my top 10 list very easily. This is the best Asic that I picked up in 2019 as far as colorway. I did wear a Gel Light 3 today on feet, but this is my honorable mention as far as just being outside my top 10. But I got one more. My Pharrell Human Trails, the 2019 release. I forget, this one says Thoughts. I forget what the other one, the right sneaker says. But I just love this cream and gum bottom combination. I felt like this was the best colorway out of the pack. They had they had a pink, they had the Volt green colorway, but I felt like this combination of cream and gum bottom was the best. And this is my first ever Pharrell sneaker, so I was able to knock that off the list with a very dope colorway. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below, what do y'all feel about these 2 honorable mentions. Now let's get into the top 10. All right, now to start off the top 10, I'm gonna start from the bottom up. This is very subjective as far as like when you got 10 sneakers, it's hard to gauge 10 through 6. Like they could all be pretty much right on top of each other, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people had this higher on their list. My number 10 is going to be the Yeezy 350 V2, still dead stock, the black static. Now the only reason this is at the bottom of my top 10, I really love this sneaker. Like as far as like, I don't like a lot of Yeezys at all. I love my zebras, and I had these the first time around and I sold all of them, and I wanted to get a personal since they restocked. But I don't know if it shows up in this lighting, but this upper is not a traditional dark black color like the outsole or midsole and the outsole. In the light, it's a little bit of a purplish color, and I don't like that. I wish this was like a very, very like a jet black, all blacked out sneaker. I think it would be even better, but in the light, it's not all black like you would think it is, and I don't like that. I do like the 3M laces though. Let's get into number 9. All right, number 9, I honestly almost switched out my Asics for these. A lot of people wouldn't do that, but bam, your Jordan 1 Obsidians. I like these sneakers a lot, but they're at the bottom of my list, even though Jordan 1s are my favorite silhouette. They're at the bottom of my list just because I feel like this is a dope colorway, but I feel like I made this sneaker pop with putting the sail laces in, because this is not white on the side panels or the midsole. It is a sail color. So putting those sail laces in really brought this sneaker to life for me. I know a lot of people put the laces that came with it. I think they had a Carolina lace and a Obsidian lace came with it, I believe. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But I like the sail laces in these. I really think it makes these pop. So I put these at the bottom of my list just because I had to make these stand out by purchasing my own sail laces. But these are dope. Number 9. All right, number 8 on the list. You got your Yeezy, another Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. Now, I said it's in the shock drop video when I picked these up. Initially when these first came out, which a lot of people hated this sneaker. Like I couldn't understand it, couldn't get behind it. But after seeing them on feet numerous times, it grew on me and I had to have them. I was not gonna pay resale prices. The retail price on these is already high enough. But once they came back around, I bit the bullet and pulled the trigger and was lucky enough to hit on the shock drop and got my Wave Runner. So I'm good. As far as like Yeezys, I'm pretty much good, man, unless something really crazy comes out. Got Wave Runners, got Zebras, and got some all black joints. I'm good to go. I think we're at number 7. Now we got another Jordan 1. And like I said, these are all pretty close. I mean, it doesn't really matter where they're out in the list. But I got my satin black toe 1s, man. I got these at number 7 on the list. It could be anywhere, but I had to put them somewhere. And I've always wanted a black toe sneaker, and I was lucky enough to hit on the women's exclusive with the satin on the yams back here. Really dope, really clean. The only thing that I don't like about this sneaker is the fact that they got that blue foam inside behind this white tongue, and it's very visible. It comes through the white neoprene or whatever that is on the tongue. But outside of that, everything about this sneaker is clean. Obviously, it's still dead stock, and I haven't worn it yet, but I'll probably pull this out in the summer sometime next year, 2020. All right, moving right up the list, man. I have to give a special shout out to one of my really close sneaker friends here locally in Ohio, CC. She was able to hit on these. Well, I hit on them on the app, but I was out of town. We went to St. Louis to watch WWE Monday Night Raw, and I was not here to pick up my pair. But CC was cool enough to pay out of her own pocket and get these LeBron 7 red carpets until I got back into the city, and she got these for me, man. I've never had these. I never had a LeBron 7 at all, but she was cool enough to be able to get this pair for me, man. So LeBron 7s are next up on the list, man. These are fire. Also, you got to put the red laces in, or you're not doing it right, man. If you don't got the red laces in these, then it just looks like a regular sneaker, but with it's red carpet, baby. All right, y'all. So not only are we moving into the top 5 of the top 10 list, we're moving into some things where I said at the very beginning that there's some things on the list that weren't produced in 2019, but were copped in 2019. So we got some real heat in the top 5, man. Y'all, whoo. Now, these sneakers were produced a long time ago, and these are coming into my collection courtesy, if you've been here for a while, you know that the homie 5 Minute Sneaker TV, man, shout out to you, man. Hopefully you get back on the channel, on the platform soon. Go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. Go check it out, you'll love it. But we got the Playoff 9s, the Jordan 9 Playoff. Some people call these the Space Jams or whatever, but whatever you want to call them. Got these in the collection now. These came to me dead stock from 5 Minute Sneaker TV. Not only were they dead stock, this is the 2001 sneaker. Production date 2001, release date I think was 2002, whatever. 2001, 2002, whatever. But these were dead stock, and these are 18 plus years old. And I've gotten plenty of wear out of these just because I'm going to rock these until the sole falls off of them. Special shout out to the homie 5 Minute Sneaker TV for these. I don't know how he kept them dead stock that long, but he blessed your boy with letting them come into my collection. Number 5 on the list, man. Now this is hard, man. This top 5 is all interchangeable. Now, when I get up to a couple, you know, you probably think these and this is my list. Now we're going back to back with OGs. What year is this? The old pair too? 2014 production date. Bam. Jordan 14 Black Toe. The best Jordan 14. I don't care what anybody says. I know some people will say the Ferraris are the best, but the OGs are the best, in my opinion. I don't own the Ferraris. I wish I did. I had a pair, but I got rid of them because they were used. They were used, and I wasn't really feeling them. I need a dead stock pair to really be able to appreciate it. But anyway, the 2014 Black Toes, number 4 on my list, because I picked it up this year. Now this is the 2014 version, but they were picked up in 2019. Amazing condition. Look at that. Ooh, sweet. So now we're in the top 3. Now some people might say 4 and 5 should be way ahead of these. But if you watch this video, I said these might be Jordan 1 of the year. Nobody would have really agreed with me on that, but that's okay. I can't even pronounce the name of these. And they're mids. You got your Mason Chateau Rogue Jordan 1 mid collaboration. These are incredible to me, man. I just like the colors. I don't even wear mids. I've never worn a mid in my life, but I did do a review on these, and I did it on foot as well, so you can go back and check that not too long ago. But the colors, the material on all of the brown parts, like this suede material, it's really, really plush. All of the detailing with the stitching and the colors and the branding and everything, yellow bottoms, very, very fire to me. I could not put this in the top 2 or obviously number 1 or anything like that, but it had to be in my top 3. Even though it's a mid, it's fire. I don't care what anybody says. I like the story behind it. Go watch that video if you want to hear a little bit about that and the details on that. There's also a link in the description of that video, talking to an interview with the creator of this sneaker, Mr. Fofana. If you want to get the history and the backstory on these, but these are fire. Number 3. Now this might spark a little controversy. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. But number 2, not number 1 on my list, is the recent pickup, the 2019 Jordan 11 BREDs. Now this is a beautiful sneaker. I never had the original pair, the 2012 or whatever, whenever they came out. but I knew that I had to have these. I was able to touch about 10 pairs of these on release day and gave them all out to friends and family. Everybody that wanted a pair from me got a pair. I also talked about, you know what I'm saying, it's an incident at my local mall with some BS going on with after 3 o'clock, after first come, first serve, some people ran in and actually stole some pairs out of one of my local Foot Lockers. So this was a crazy release, not just because of that, but because of the apps. The apps crashed. It was a headache because they dropped Yeezys and these on the same day on the app. And it was just, everything crashed, and a lot of people weren't able to reserve, so it was just hectic at the malls. But this is number 2 on my list, man. I'm so happy to finally have this sneaker and get it without any, you know, hassle or problems. But these are a classic. These are a must. I mean, there was no getting around having these, and there's no getting around having these in your top 10. So this is number 2 on my list. Now, this won't be number 1 on a lot of people's list, but it's definitely, I said this might be sneaker of the year. I said it was definitely Jordan 1 of the year at the time, like a couple months ago, and I still believe that. I wanted to go Mason Chateau, but I can't do it. I just can't do it with a mid. I can't do it. Bam. The Turbo Greens, man. The Turbo Green ones were super slept on, kinda, when they released. These are fire. This colorway, these white laces, these are incredible. I'm not even gonna do too much talking about it. I'll just let you look at it. This might not be your number 1, so it really don't matter. It's mine, but the gray bottoms, this teal blue, distressed looking uppers, put the white laces in there, your tab up here, like this, they're just dope, man. They're dope. And I've put together a couple nice outfits with this sneaker, man. They really, really pop on foot. But that's my top 10, man. I know this video is probably gonna be dumb long, but I appreciate anybody that made it through all 10 or 12, I guess, with 2 honorable mentions. And we're still on the grind, man. So if you're still watching at this point, man, tell a friend to come subscribe to the channel. If you're new, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, hit that thumbs up button. If that big button down below is still red, you're doing it all wrong. Make sure that button is gray and come over here and join the movement. OV!